Hi, I'm Day Wilson from Bakepedia.com. Italian meringue buttercream is my favorite buttercream to work with because it's silky smooth, it's not too sweet, and you can vary it endlessly with chocolate, lemon, raspberry, coffee, and even liqueurs. The problem though is that if you make it ahead and you chill it, there's so much butter in it that it becomes rock hard. So we do have a video on how to make Italian meringue buttercream, but this is about how to, what I call, reconstitute it. Look, this has been in the refrigerator overnight. Look how hard that is. Obviously, we cannot spread this on a cake. Ideally, we get it to a texture where it's sort of somewhere between like a peanut butter and a mayonnaise, really silky smooth. And you will, by the time you watch this video, you will have the ability to bring this into that state. So we've made this ahead, and this can even be frozen. That's one of the advantages also of Italian meringue buttercream. So if you make it ahead and it's this rock hard, let me show you what my process is. Now, there's many different ways you could warm it up. You could put it in the bowl. You could put a hair dryer along the outside of the mixer. That's one way to warm it up. But I'm going to show you how to use the microwave. All right. So let me just show you. If you were going to take it straight out of the refrigerator and put it in your mixer. Oh, and I should mention, by the way, if you've made Italian meringue before, you know that when you make it, you use the balloon whisk attachment because you're creating volume. Now we want to make it creamy, so we're going to use the flat beater attachment. But look, it's not ready. It's nowhere near ready. Look what happens if I try to mix it at this point. Even with the power of a stand mixer, we're not going to be able to smooth it out enough. And it's going to look like this. It looks like a curd cheese or something like that. And so many people have written me, they give up at this point. They think, what am I going to do? But trust me, we'll be able to turn this into a silky smooth mass of IMBC, Italian meringue buttercream, right before your eyes. So that's going to entail the rest of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this, I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take about this much, and I'm going to take this to the microwave, and I'm going to soften it, and I'm going to use it to seed this mixture. So I'm going to go soften it up. I'll come back. I'll show you what texture I'm looking for. Now look at this. I softened it up in the microwave. Look how soft it is. Now I'm going to add this to my chilled batch over here. And it's probably not going to work right away. We might have to do this 1 or 2 times, but watch what happens. Okay. Beginning to soften. Now this technique hinges on many things. It hinges on your familiarity with your microwave, your ambient temperature. If it's summer and you have no air conditioning, your room is really warm, this process is going to warm up more quickly. Conversely, if you have a very cold room, it'll take a little more doing. But with Italian meringue buttercream, it's all about temperature. And usually people have the IMBC too cold. Let's take a look. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. See, it still looks a little curdy. This is still too cold. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of it, put it into here, go back to the microwave, be right back. When you're doing this, you really need to know your microwave really well. I would go in 10-second bursts to start, somewhere between 10 and 20-second bursts at high power. It's also obviously going to depend on the quantity of buttercream that you're using. The thing about Italian meringue buttercream is sometimes you have to beat it into submission. Show it who's boss, but it will come together, I promise you. It's looking good. Almost there. Now, a stand mixer for me is absolutely necessary for Italian meringue buttercream. There will be extended beating periods both when you make the IMBC from scratch and also when you're reconstituting it. You could try it with a hand mixer, but it's going to take a really long time. It's going to tax the strength of your mixer, and a standing mixer is the way to go. Okay, let me get an icing spatula. Check this out. Look at this. Creamy, creamy smooth. This is going to be perfect for frosting a cupcake, frosting a cake. It has that silky smooth mouthfeel that you can't get with a confectioner sugar-based buttercream. And this, look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. This is now ready to go. So I hope this has helped you. I think sometimes pictures are worth 1,000 words, and really the most email I get is about Italian meringue buttercream not quite working for the home baker, and 99% of the time it's because it's too cold. If it has that kind of cheesy, curdy, rough look to it, it's because it's too cold. You have to warm it up. Combination of your standing mixer with the flat paddle, creaming it, using your microwave, and you're good to go. Check out the recipes at Bakepedia.com.